Hello everybody and welcome back to Sin City Living. This is Jason bringing you today's episode. And today we're going to talk some more about presses. This is again one of those videos that's kind of geared towards the dealers, kind of help dealers out, teach them a few things they may not already know. Or go over some things that should be standardized that dealers seem to have forgotten. So let me go ahead and get things set up here because he's going to go up a little bit higher. We already covered the fact that dealers should know pretty much every press from 1 unit up to 10 units on all the bets. They should. If you don't, and you've been dealing less than 6 months, you need to refocus on relearning your basic press moves. It's very, very vitally important that you have these down. And as we've mentioned in the past, if anybody is interested in online casinos so they can play your strategies, experiment, play around on lower limits, I found a really good one. It's got craps, it's got roulette, live dealers, sportsbook, all that jazz. Check the links down below. I found some sign-up specials, just free money to really play with your strategies. If you're interested. If not, no big deal. Just thought you guys might like it. So the first one is, a lot of dealers seem to forget that, once you get to the green, in a lot of ways, you are repeating the things that you saw with the red and the white. For instance, if you're pressing from 60 to 90, that is no different than pressing from 12 to 14. From 12 to 14, you're just going to take one, leave one, stack everything else up. And it takes you from 12 to 18. Well, if you're going from 60 to 90, you're going to take one, leave one, stack all the rest up, and you just went from 60 to 90. It's smooth, it's quick, and it's efficient. Now, there are some dealers that are absolutely quick enough or smooth enough to just go the long way. There's nothing wrong with that, but you're going to look a lot smoother and a lot better if you're able to do a standard press with a standardized move. I know quite a few dealers that will go the long way, but the best dealers have some form of move for almost every standardized press. It's definitely important. Now, when you go from 90 to 120, you've got the same thing. It's like going from 18 to 24. 18 pays 21, right? Well, you would just take the cap and add it to the payout, and you've now got your bet. Well, if you're going from 90 to 120, right, all you have to do is take the cap, add it to the payout, and you've got your new bet. It's the exact same thing. The exact same thing. Now, let's take a look at this one. 24 to 30. Well, I would overpay it slightly, and I would take the top 2 chips off the cap, give the player the rest, because we have the new bet. What about going from 120 to 150? Well, I can overpay it slightly, take the top 2 chips off the cap, give them the remainder, and stack it up, and lo and behold, we've done the press. They're the exact same presses, guys. It's the exact same presses. It's the exact same moves. Now, one that I see messed up a lot, is this one right here. When you're going from 120 to 180, and I do see this a lot, and the more experienced dealers won't make this mistake, but newer dealers, less experienced dealers, or dealers that have not really worked on improving their games will stumble on this one. If someone wants to go from 120 to 180, you'll see a dealer that will do this. They'll cut out 150 for 10, and then they're looking at it going, well, crap, I can't build the bet. Or they'll cut out the standard 140, right? Well, once again, crap, I can't build the bet. I can't build 180. You cannot do this press if you are using black, right? So 120 pays 140. So if I use all green, we now have our 180. If I use all green to pay it out, there is a but to this, however. This doesn't happen quite as often. Sometimes they won't have cleaned up their bet yet. And by procedure, they don't have to. They don't have to clean it up by procedure. You're allowed to go up to 4 green, and you're allowed to go up to 5 red. You don't have to swap it out by procedure. So some dealers will leave it still set up with green. Now, if they leave it set up with green, in this case, you actually can do the 150 for 10 and build your 180. You can do it because you have sufficient green in the original bet. In the first bet, you still have sufficient green. Okay? This is a very, very common one that I see messed up all the time. Now let's look at something else. Another one that has commonalities. Dual presses. I don't see this super often. I see this maybe once a month. Right? Once a month or so, I see the dual presses. But here's the thing. Let's say we're at 12 each, and they say they want to go up to 18 each. Well, we teach this one. You give them the inside cap, and then you just take one, leave one, and you've got your new bets. You'll see dealers that they say, press my 6 and 8, and they do this. Okay. Nothing too terribly wrong with it. We always say, don't get yourself bogged down, just go the long way. But then we also see dealers that know to give them the inside cap, take one, leave one, and done. Boom. It's the exact same presses. We've talked about this many, many, many times. It's the same presses for green and red as they are for red and white. Let's take a look. 18 going to 24 each, right? We already know that we cannot do it if we cut out the 21 with one white chip. So therefore, we have to cut out 3 reds and then size in twice, and then take one red, and then take one, leave one. And then from there, we have gone up to 24 each. So let's look at going from 90 to 120 each. Now, this is one where we actually will build it with greens. So we're going to cut out 3 greens. We're going to size in twice. That's the 105 payout. Then we're going to take one green, and then take one, leave one. Look at that. We went from 90 to 120 on both bets. It's the same presses, people. So I hope this helps some people, or at least you guys find it interesting, illuminating, enlightening, all the usual fun stuff. I want to thank everybody for joining us today, and we will catch you guys next time. Bye now. Thank you everybody for watching today's video, and as promised, a little bit more detail on things that we are working on. So again, we want to continue trying to expand the channel. We're really hoping to be able to add roulette as soon as possible, and then some video keno, video slots, stuff along those lines. Unfortunately, it ate up almost all of our cash, paying off all of our bills during the month of January while we were down. And now that the holidays have ended, YouTube's payouts have dropped significantly. So we're kind of treading water here as far as all that goes. Do have a lot of things we want to add, though. Not just those things, those additional games, and hopefully some carnival games and such like that. But the live streams. The biggest problem right now with the live streams is with 3 jobs combined between the 2 of us, 4 if I include the 20 to 30 hours a week I'm putting into the YouTube channel. It's very, very difficult for me to have a day and time that I can commit to doing the live stream every single week, because we also have our very young child to take care of. But I'm trying to figure that out. I'm thinking it's probably going to end up being on Monday nights or Tuesday afternoons, or possibly both. I intend to do at least one live stream exclusively for our patrons, and then another one on the YouTube channel. So possibly both days. We also have a few other things that we really want to attempt to move forward on. I'm just running into either time or skill set issues. I do want to eventually have a website going for us. I did used to program websites over a decade ago. A lot of things have changed, and I just don't have that time. And not a whole lot of knowledge on the current state of building websites, hosting, what sites can host, and
how to build up, the e-commerce stuff. So if anybody has any skill sets along those lines and would like to answer some questions or just help us out, shoot us an email, sincitylivingLV@gmail.com. Also, I really hope to be able to start adding some exclusive stuff from Sin City Living, logoed shirts, hats. I'm looking to get custom dice made, even custom layouts made, although those would be pretty expensive. But I know zero about e-commerce and drop shipping and anything along those lines. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area, please email me. I would love to ask you some questions and see if you can answer a few to help me figure out how to get that going. Same thing with designing our logos. I had some logos designed, very, very small logos, unfortunately, not big enough to blow up to put on T-shirts and stuff like that. And again, I know I know nothing about logo design, graphic design, any kind of websites that could do it. I literally know nothing. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area also, please email me, and you're willing to answer some questions, please email me and let me know. I'll admit I don't even know where to start as far as asking some questions, but I'm sure I'll ask a few and that'll trigger a few more, so on and so forth. So yeah, there's that, and of course we do hope to continue to improve our AV setup, but I am an AV moron, so also right there, if you have any skill sets or knowledge in that area, please email me and are willing to answer some questions. Please email me and let me know. We would love to help. Otherwise, again, thank you everybody for watching, and we're very excited to continue bringing you our videos. Bye now.